Hello and welcome back to Tech Talk. Today we're going to be looking at a phenomenon that is taking the tech world by storm, and that is the concept of vibe coding. We're going to look at exactly what vibe coding is, why it is such a huge game changer when it comes to software development, what it takes to try vibe coding yourself, and perhaps most importantly, why average PC users like you and I can get a huge benefit from trying it out. Now we're also going to be taking a look at an application that I recently vibe coded with no experience and no knowledge of coding or software development at all. So stay tuned, that's all coming up right now, right here on Tech Talk. So now you might be thinking, what exactly is vibe coding? Well, for years, we've been told that to truly master a computer, you had to learn how to speak to it. Now, that usually meant learning a complex language in programming like Python, C++, or maybe Java. Now, for those of us who aren't in the software development business, that represents a huge barrier. It's basically learning a second language, all while you're trying to juggle your career, a home, your family life, and just a million other things that all of us have to deal with every day. So having to learn that coding language, it was really a barrier that kept most of us as simply computer users rather than creators. But recently, that barrier has come crumbling down, and building computer applications is something that anyone can do. And vibe coding is what's made that all possible. You see, vibe coding, it really allows anyone, even an average PC user who has no programming or software development experience, it allows them to build a custom computer application to meet their own specific, individualized needs. Now, a vibe coder doesn't have to know coding syntax or anything like that. They simply have to be able to describe in plain English what it is that they want to build, or maybe a problem that they're trying to solve. They might want to add to that what their application should look like, maybe some features it should have, and they give all of that description to an AI model. And it's that AI model that then goes on to write the code that brings that vision, that application, into reality. So vibe coding, it really isn't about coding at all. Rather, what you're doing is you're directing. You're directing an AI model. If you can explain what you want in plain English, well, you're basically now a software developer. And this is really important for folks like you and I, because this really does change things. Suddenly, we can very quickly and easily get applications that are exactly what we want, exactly what we need, and we can often get them for free. Now, I want to take you through a project that I tackled just recently here in the last couple of weeks. And before I start, I want to make it clear that I have absolutely zero coding experience or training. I know nothing about it at all. So this is coming from the standpoint of somebody who came into this absolutely cold with no pre-existing experience. And here's what happened. I kind of got to the point where I was tired of checking a whole bunch of different websites every morning to stay updated on news in the tech industry. I basically wanted just like a news aggregator, one simple place where all of my feeds would be pulled together and I'd get all the news each day that I was looking for. So what I did was I sat down with Google Gemini and I said to it, I want to build a desktop application that shows me the top tech headlines from a few of my favorite websites, and I want to see that each and every day. Now, I didn't have to give Gemini a single line of code to do that. I just described what it was I was looking for. I said I wanted it to be clean, to be fast, to be really, really simple, not complicated. So what I'm showing you here is a screenshot of my actual conversation with Gemini, that's on the left-hand side of the screen, and the resulting code that Gemini generated on the right. And as soon as I gave the description of what I wanted to Gemini, within seconds, that builder went to work and it handed me the code for a finished product. Now, to be clear, there was some back and forth on this to get it just the way I wanted, to get everything right. But really, in almost no time, I had an HTML application that allowed me to choose what sites to get stories from. It collected the stories from the last 72 hours, it added an AI-generated description of what the story is about, and it excluded any duplicates, so it would never pull the same story twice. Now on the screen I'm showing you now, you can see a mock-up of that application running inside of Gemini. So I did have an idea of what it was going to look like and how it worked as we were working to develop it. And importantly, Gemini didn't just give me the code for the application. You see, after getting the code for the app, I told Gemini I had no idea what to do with it, and I genuinely didn't. So it walked me through step by step exactly what I had to do with that code to turn it into a functioning desktop HTML application. It resides on my desktop, and as you can see, all I have to do now each day is open the application by clicking on it. I then click the Get News button, and it provides all the headlines and that brief snippet of each story. Now, it's important to know I did this without ever having coded anything before in my life, and I had zero knowledge of how any of this stuff works. Now, once I saw this application working on my desktop, I had another idea. I thought, why just use this for my own purposes when I could add it to my website and all of you could use it as well if you're interested in getting some of the tech headlines for each day. So what I did was I asked Gemini to turn that desktop application into a WordPress plugin. I wanted it to look professional and I wanted it to kind of match my site. So I told it the colors I use on my site. It's largely green and gold. I gave it the specific hex keys. And it went ahead and it generated that application using those colors that I requested. Then as I was thinking about it, I didn't want visitors to my site constantly pounding that refresh button and having it updated every couple of seconds. So I asked Gemini, I said, instead of having the refresh button, can we just have the application update itself automatically twice a day, once at 7 a.m. and once at 5 p.m. And you can see that here in this snippet of chat. I've taken a screenshot of my actual Gemini chat that I was doing while I was building this application, and you can see those instructions there. So I just asked for those changes in plain English, and it executed them. And then once it had done all that, it gave me the code, and again I told it, not too sure what to do with this, so it gave me explicit step-by-step instructions for taking that code, turning it into a WordPress plugin, and installing it on my website. It was pretty fantastic, and it was so simple for a guy that really knows nothing about this stuff. Now, I just want to pause here for a second because I don't want to give you the wrong impression. I don't want to make it sound like this was magic. I just gave a few words and poof, up this application and this plugin came in. It didn't really work that way. It didn't work right on the first try, neither the desktop application nor the WordPress plugin. And this is really important to drive home, is that when you're working with an AI model to develop an application, it's a partnership. And like any partnership, you have to communicate. So in this case, in generating this application, we hit a few speed bumps along the way. At one point, the application just sat there with the little spinning icon saying fetching. And then after a little while, it would show a 404 error on the article snippet. So basically a 404 error means the application is looking for something that isn't there, as far as I can understand. But not being a programmer, I had zero idea what the problem was with either of those issues. But in vibe coding, I didn't need to know what the problem was. I just had to talk to Gemini. So what I did was I said to Gemini, I said, hey Gemini, this application is stuck on fetching and I see there's a 404 error. Can we get this fixed? We need to do something to make this work. So this actually took a little while. I spent quite a little bit of time with Gemini. I would tell it that there was an error. It would make an adjustment to the code. I would test the code. It still wouldn't work. And I'd have to go back and tell it what the new error was. And we did probably 5 or 6 revisions of this application working together before we got it right. But here's the thing. I don't consider that a failure, because what it felt a lot more like was a conversation. That the AI model and myself were working together to put together a functional product. If I was dealing with a human developing an application, I would really expect the same kind of back and forth to get it right. So why do I feel like this is a story that needs telling, and why do I think it's important for average computer users to understand that this is possible? Well, looking at myself, and for people like myself, we've spent decades in our professional careers. We're getting to that age, we've got lots of experience, we know how to manage projects. We know how to give clear instructions, we know how to spot mistakes, we know how to fix errors. And this is exactly the kind of thing that vibe coding requires. It values experience and logic over the ability to memorize computer syntax. So if you're kind of like me and you want to build a computer tool, a computer application for your business, for cracking a hobby like I did with my die-cast models, or for something like my news aggregator, the barrier to entry to building that custom application that exactly fits your needs, that barrier is now officially gone. You don't need to learn tech anymore. You just need to be able to talk to tech. And that is a huge difference, and it opens up a world of possibilities for folks like myself that don't know how to code, but every now and then I need an application that is custom fit to my needs. So what if after seeing all this, you've decided, hey, I would like to try that. I've got an app I would love to build. How do you get started? Well, first, I'd recommend going to Google Gemini or whatever AI model you prefer using and describe a small problem that you have. Now, don't overthink this. Just tell it, I want to build a simple application that does X. Maybe even include a few features that you'd like to see if you feel like it. Now, importantly, tell it that you've never coded before and ask it to explain all the steps step by step like you're a beginner. That'll be really helpful so that it knows exactly what to do for you. Now, if it does give you a block of code to work with, and it probably will, don't panic. Just ask it, what do I do with this block of code? What's the next step I need to take? And it'll guide you through copying and pasting wherever it needs to go and telling you exactly what you need to do to set your application up either on your desktop, on the web, wherever it needs to be. And here's the really important thing, just like I found out. If you're going through this process and it doesn't work right away, don't give up. Just tell your AI model what the problem is or what error message you're getting, and let it try again. Now, in one day of using this process, I learned more about building a computer application than I have learned in my entire lifetime about that topic up till now. So keep in mind, you're the boss in this process. Your AI agent is like an apprentice. Simply tell it what it needs to do, and it'll look after getting it done. So what's the takeaway from this experience I've had vibe coding an application into life, even a simple one like Tech News Daily? Well, here's what I learned. We have spent our entire lives adapting ourselves to computers, to what they can do for us, to what applications can do for us. And it's finally time that computers adapted to us. And this is an enormous sea change in our relationship with our computers, because now we can get applications that do exactly what we want them to do, rather than having to squeeze what we do into what an application is capable of. Now, I've put the Tech News Daily aggregator app up on my website, techtalk.net, so you can see what this vibe-coded application looks like in action. Now, if you have an idea for an application, I want to hear about it in the comments. Maybe we can vibe code that application together as a community. Also, if you're a beginner and you've successfully built your own app vibe coding like this, I'd love to hear about your experience. How did you get along with it? Did it work out the way you thought? What did you learn from it? Let us know down in the comments below. Now, I'm Graham Hughes. That's it for this video. This is Tech Talk. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one.